Hello everyone, we are back to work. And after another white night, we managed to reach 166,000 euros. We cut the grass on the field, and it is time to buy the silo for silage. I think this is the most suitable option for what we need. We will place it in such a way that it does not get in our way, and there is space between the silo and the barn. That is, if I manage to turn it. Am I doing something wrong? Or there you go. I think it is perfect in this position. It seems much bigger than I imagined. We will need a lot more grass. I think we will buy another field when we have the necessary money. I was curious if it has a specified capacity, but I do not see anything. I am curious if I can compact it with this tractor. Yes, I think he is coping. But I would also like to arrange the rest of the yard and get rid of all the weeds and the rest of the crop that was on this field. And we're going to fill it with gravel so we can access the bunker. It looks much better now. I'll continue to collect all the grass and bring it to the bunker, but it's going to take a while. So I'll come back when I'm at the last one. 40 minutes later, and this is the last trailer. I had the impression that we were going to collect a larger amount, but considering that we didn't fertilize the land or use any silage additives, that only brought the total amount to 45 tons. We still need to compact it. Then we'll cover it with foil to leave it to ferment. It took a while, and I think the weight of the tractor influences how quickly you can compact it. Ha. Even the game is surprised why I only want to blanket 45 tons. Okay, does it ferment quickly? I have no idea. This is the first time I've done this. In the meantime, I've contracted out some work because we need the money for something cool, in my opinion. Plus, we don't want to let the money gather dust. We need to make them work for us. So we're trying to take any favorable job to make money. This tractor looks really good. It looks like a frog, especially since it comes in this color. Let's put it to work. We need to get to plot 54. I think if I finish the active contracts, I'll have enough money for what I want to do. I finished the contracts, and I reached a total of 136,000 euros. As you know, when we bought this plot, we had a fairly large portion left that I want to capitalize on somehow. So I want to place these mushroom greenhouses, which, from what I've looked at, are very efficient and produce 2 types of mushrooms. And to reach production, we only need to supply them with water, which seems like a very efficient investment to me. I would like to place them very neatly to take full advantage of the entire surface. I think this position would be the most recommended. Three units are enough for now. We need to keep some money because we still need something. Small touches to the land to facilitate access. And that's it. Let's see what we spent the money on it. I think we'll have to touch up the land a little more. But we'll take care of that when the whole area is full of greenhouses. Maybe we'll buy more types, not just those for mushrooms. Now, it's time to supply them with water, and we'll need a tanker. I'll opt for this one because it has a moderate capacity and supports several types of liquids. Obviously, we'll rent it for the time being. Great, let's take it. You're probably wondering how we got into this situation. Well, our tractor is a bit out of date. And I think it's time for a change. I'd be interested in this tractor because it's much more powerful and has an automatic transmission, plus a higher speed. It's 28,000 euros, and let's see what other options it has. Should we give it some steroids? Or make it more mafia-like? I think what we should be concerned about is the budget that we don't have. With these two contracts finalized, I think we can afford it. What's new on our farm? And no, I'm not talking about the lack of money. Our first tractor, I really like it, and it copes with our requirements. Because we carried all the water to the greenhouses and started producing mushrooms, as you can see. A few more contracts came up that made me smile. Plus, our stomachs are a bit queasy, so we need to get some money. We finalized this contract for 5,000 euros, and we have another one in the works for 7,000 euros after taxes. It's almost 8 p.m., and I think this will be the last contract for today. We end the day with a budget of 47,000 euros. The goats have everything they need. The greenhouses are in full production, and the silage is fermenting. I wonder what percent it is at. %30. Great, I think it will be ready for sale next month. We managed to achieve a lot in this episode too, but we're still at the beginning, and we still have a lot to do. If you like the purpose and the process we go through to create the farm, you can subscribe and activate the bell to be the first to see what happens in the next episode, which will be posted as soon as possible. Until next time, take care of yourself.